You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table. Where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little. Get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. Get addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and in your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Welcome to the hood table, everybody. Welcome back one more again. Everybody, please do me a solid and make sure you hit that like button, hit the share button, and subscribe to the hood table if you will for me, if you're not already subscribed. And also don't forget to follow us on Facebook, IG, Twitter, and thehoodtable.com, please, and thank you so much. But yes, come on into the room, everybody. We about to do this good old review of Sistas, and we are now on season 2, episode 20, and it was titled Catch Fade. Should have been called Catch These Hands. But Catch Fade would do for now. But anyway, yes, make sure you guys let me know what do you think about the different storylines in the show from the last show, the different characters. What do you think is gonna happen next? You know, all that good old jazz. And let me know what you thought about the review. But anywho, we gonna get started. I just have to say that this episode, a lot was going on in this episode, y'all. I mean, everything from crying and fighting and begging and pleading, and then some very shocking behavior. I was like, what the hell? I mean, I literally went from being upset one moment, it was like a roller coaster ride, to laughing hysterically, to shedding a few tears, to a complete utter shock. I'm telling you, it was a lot. It was a lot going on, y'all. But we gonna jump right into it, okay? Now, let's discuss Andy and Gary first. Okay, we're gonna discuss Andy and Gary first. At the end of the last episode, Andy had arrived at work to surprisingly find Gary's wife, Jasmine, anxious to jump her. Jasmine, you know, she's still been harboring ill feelings towards Andy for her affair with Gary. So she wanted to take it all out on Andy. But as angry as she was, she really wasn't trying to be the one to lay hands on Andy. Now, she did slap her, but that was like literally because Andy, you know, she was all up in her face and everything. But I don't think she wanted to really put hands on her. However, she did have her 2 flunkies there who she was basically calling dumb. She had them let loose on Andy. Jasmine, she ain't dumb, no. She ain't dumb. She knew exactly what she was doing, which was why she wasn't afraid to go to jail. Because where they were, where the cars was parked, there's no cameras nearby. There's no proof of the incident. It was basically going to be like Andy and Fatima's word against hers. And speaking of Fatima, when I saw her hop out that car, pointing that strap at it, Child, when she got out that car and had that strap, she had that pistol, she pointed it at Jasmine and her flunkies. I was like, man, y'all should have seen me. I was acting just like Smokey from Friday. I was like, that's my dog. That's my dog. That's my dog. I'm telling y'all, I was all the way Smokey. I was like, well, you go there and you see, that's my ride or die chick right there. She comes strapped. And even Hayden, you know, he had recorded the scene. You know, he was sitting in his car. They had no idea he was even in the parking lot. But he had recorded the scene. But even though he recorded it, that video probably will never see the light of day. It probably will never see the light of day. You know, being that Fatima has something on him as well. But yeah, I'm like, oh, Fatima, that she could be my ride or die any day, child, because she told Hayden, I stay strapped. I live in Atlanta. Or was that I think that was Andy. She told Andy was like, "What is you doing with a loaded gun in your truck?" She was like, "I'm a single woman, single female living alone in Atlanta, so I always keep a loaded gun on me." I was like, "Uh huh, that part." I we see each other. We see each other because I don't play about my security. Okay, I don't play. But yeah, Fatima, she didn't come for no drama. Hayden was talking about I wonder how the execs will feel about all this drama at the workplace. But Fatima didn't bring any drama. She was coming to the aid of a coworker. So even if Hayden did turn in that video, it might make Fatima look like a whole superhero. I mean, hell, they might even want to hire her to run their security. Top flight security, that is. But yeah, she might get a hero's award or something for saving Andy's life. Sure. And Andy's a lawyer, like one of their top lawyers at the firm. But anywho, what did y'all think about Andy allowing Gary to put that ring back on her finger? Now, you know the ring, that she had begged him basically. Okay, the ring, I guess it once you put it on, you need the other ring. It's like a app or something. You need the other ring to unlock it. And that ring was like really, really tight on her finger. It was so tight it was like cutting off her circulation. Well, it really wasn't, but it sure as hell was safely secured around her finger. That ring was never going to come off had Gary and I come over there with his other ring to unlock it. But do you think she's going to accept his engagement? Like, she did give him her list of demands. She told him, "I'm not moving to no damn country. I'm not giving up my doggone career. And I'm not having any of your big headed babies anytime soon." To which he all agreed on. But as far as that last one, he agreed on them all, but for some reason, by the look on his face, I have a feeling that if they were to get married, he'd be trying to find a way to get her pregnant expeditiously. Mark my words. Mark my words. But let's move on to Sabrina and Calvin. First of all, let me just say that I didn't know whether to be irritated or happy about their storyline. Like last week or the week before last, I just knew Calvin was in his bedroom getting dipped down by that chocolate specimen. But then after hearing him deny all those allegations and seeing how desperately he wanted somebody to believe him, I assumed that it just might have been somebody else in his room. And let me take a sip, y'all. Strong. But yeah, I assume that it must have been somebody else in his room. And his Maurice's, what was that? His daughter. His daughter. When we found out that it was Maurice's daughter, Bootsy, cheating on her man in Calvin's bed, I was like, man, y'all killing me. The writers is killing me. But it was funny when Bootsy came strutting up into that bank to take his mother, Maurice, out to lunch. I was hollering, y'all. Boosie, who had switched his hips all the way up to that counter, had little booty shorts. His hair pinned up in this nice little curly updo style, clear his tongue and suck his fingers. I'll be like, this bank got to be in the hood because they be so ghetto up in there. Maurice be cussing all loud and stuff and disrespectful. But anyway, they be having all kind of fights and everything out in the parking lot. But then Boosie, child, he had on this one shoulder blouse displaying one nipple. I was so done. I was like, come through, Boosie. Come through. Then Boosie had the nerve to apologize to Maurice for inviting a side piece over to Maurice's crib without his knowledge or permission. And Boosie had no idea. He had no idea the shitload of trouble that Maurice was in, all because he wanted to cheat on his man. Y'all, Maurice was ready to whip Boosie's ass all up in that bank, and Calvin was ready to whip Maurice's ass with the last whoop, might I say. Maurice done told Boosie, I ain't going to lunch with you or talking to you ever again. And here is where I was laughing hysterically. Maurice was going off. He went on to say, get out of here, bitch. And don't you ever come over my house again. Mother has not pardoned you. Did y'all see Boosie? Child. He was like clutching his pearls like, ugh. What did I miss? What did I miss? And when Maurice told him a brain, bitch, I totally lost it. I lost it. I was done. After Maurice realized what happened, he ran home, apologizing to Calvin. But will it do any good, y'all? I don't know. Well, Maurice, he now knows it was his friend or his daughter in that bedroom, but he also knew that he had to run his tail back down to that bank and convince Sabrina that it wasn't Calvin in that bedroom. And that he did. That he did. But now what? What does this mean for Sabrina and Calvin? Will Calvin ever forgive her for not taking him for his word? Do you think those two might be able to get back together again? I don't know. I mean, he was just with the other woman the night before when Maurice had assumed that he was in the bedroom getting his, his groove on or whatnot. But yes, that was so funny. I was cracking up. But let's see. We shall see about Calvin and Sabrina. Let's keep our fingers crossed for those who would like to see them get back together. Me, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure about them too. But anywho, moving right along. Let's discuss Karen and Zach. I was not ready for this, y'all. I was not ready at all. Now, we know that Zach has been trying for the longest to convince Karen that he was not the one who committed for credit card fraud at her expense. But despite how much he's desperately been trying, she's still under the impression that he robbed her. So she was pleased to find out that he had been picked up by the police. And since Zach nor Danny couldn't convince Karen that Zach is innocent, Zach decided that it was time for him to pay Karen a little visit on his own. Zach called himself storming up into Karen's salon, demanding to speak with her. And as angry as he was, I would have at least expected Aaron to do or say something. I mean, he just stood right there. He was like, um, should I leave? Hey, should I go? Are you gonna be okay? He was much too calm. I mean, you got this man yelling and cussing at you and your woman, and you just standing there talking about, is she gonna be okay? I mean, Zach was extremely pissed. He was heated and he was looking at them like he just wanted to slap the piss out of both of them. But anyway, Karen, she told Aaron, I'll talk to you later. You can go. I'll talk to you later. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. So she told him, go on about your business, before escorting Zach back to her office. And this is where I shed a few tears because Zach, he was just torn. I mean, he was torn over the fact that Karen could think that he was still from her. I mean, now that he has been on the right track to being more successful, here comes Karen throwing a monkey wrench into his plans. I was like, poor Zach. He was just crying and pouring his heart out, expressing his love. I mean, Zach, good acting. Good acting. Because I was up there just, oh, poor Zach. Where my lip? Oh, poor Zach. I was like, and Karen was just like, does how she be making that ugly face? And he was just, just trying to express his love to her. And all she did was just look at him like, whatever. Whatever. But the reason why he was acting like that, because he knows what all Karen did for him. And even though things didn't quite pan out, work out the way he wanted to, he still loves her and she still loves him. Even though she might deny it, she still loves him, if not much more. But she was trying to fight it and I had to give it to her. She was holding it down for a minute, not even able to look at him. But then this is where I was utterly shocked. The next thing you know, Karen looked into his eyes and their lips interlocked and their bodies intertwined. Zach had hiked up Karen's dress and lifted her up, rearranging everything on her desk. Man, Zach was knocking it out the park, y'all. We done saw Zach get down several times, boy. He be knocking it out the park, I tell you. They was going at it so long and hard, they didn't even realize that they were drawing some attention. Carrie's nosy ass assistant Pam was leaning all up against the door with her ear pressed against, just being nosy. And she didn't even notice that Aaron, he was walking up behind her, talking about he had forgotten his phone in Karen's office. Or did he? Hell, for all we know, he could have been coming back to be nosy right along with the nosy nosy assistant. Hell, Aaron must have busted up in there talking about, what's that noise? Only to find Zach's butt naked ass all up inside Karen. Mm, mm, mm. Now what? On the previews of next episode, we see Karen and Zach arguing. But what about Fatima? Because now this web between Fatima, Zach, and Karen has gotten bigger. Like, how do you think Fatima will react finding out that Zach hooked back up with his ex again? And still yet, I'm wondering how Karen will react once she finds out about Fatima. Let's not forget that Karen had just did Fatima's hair a few weeks back when Zach sweated it out. Literally. Y'all remember that shower scene? Ooh, Zach be knocking it out the park. Bless his soul, bless his soul. But child, it's about to be a whole mess. So y'all let me know what y'all thought about the episode, the storylines, the different characters. Put it all in the comment section. And again, make sure you like the video, share the video, subscribe to the Hood Table if you're already not subscribed. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, IG, Twitter, and thehoodtable.com. Please and thank you very kindly. And in the meantime, in the between time, stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and don't forget to keep it hood. Bye.